Hello people, welcome back to the channel. It's Chrissy Sawyer here. Wow, these energies. Okay, so we're in eclipse energy today. But what I want to talk about is moon in Ophiuchus, Monday, Tuesday, and then towards the end of the week, moon in Sagittarius. So we're pulling straight from the galactic center. Ophiuchus kind of sits around that point in space, which is the center of the solar system, the galactic center, kind of holds that space. And I'm going to pull some cards from my Moonology deck. I think it's called Moonology. It's a fabulous deck. And then see what other messages want to come in. Okay, right. Underlying cards. So I've shuffled and a few cards have come pinging out. And the underlying and Jupiter has just moved into Aries, which is, yes, expansion. We assign a benefic value to Jupiter, and that's fine to do. What I might add to that is an expansion of whatever you're in, an expansion of what your mind is pointing towards. Expansion without discernment. Okay. Or do we imagine that Jupiter comes in and goes, I'm just going to expand the bank balance because that's what they want. Energy goes where life flows. Okay, it's all made from here. So yes, Jupiter, abundance, the biggest gas giant in the solar system, tends to expand. And so in Western astrology, so moon in Ophiuchus obviously is sidereal astrology. If we blend that with Western, then we also have Chiron in Aries, Pisces sidereal. And both make sense. In Aries, Chiron is the healing of the masculine. In Pisces, Chiron is the healing of the victim martyr paradigm, okay, which Pisces has been holding as we, as a species, incarnate and experiment with the lower chakras. That's really the essence of what we've created. Is we've done the feminine bit, you know, with all the Lemurian, Atlantean timelines, so the feminine bit, and now we have the Piscean masculine straight line creation, and now we're moving into the synthesis of those two, or the bringing together to uplift the best qualities of the feminine and the masculine to create this new world, as we're simultaneously moving towards the age of Aquarius, which is all about future thinking. It's all about the collective. It's about what's great for the group here. Where can we all win, 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 win. Right. So that's the underlying energy, is Jupiter and abundance, coming in on that magical, mystical 7, fusing light into the body, bringing light into matter. So that's turning an idea into a something. Okay, first card out. Bringing light in, straight from the void. Wow, wow, thank you. 46-10-1. It's that building the foundation. Cool, blimey. Oh, I've just had a gorgeous image of this, the circle, as a foundation for a kind of cloche-shaped yurt with a triangle marked out on the floor in whatever quartz or selenite, something beautiful, and just standing in that as a healing temple. Wow. Chiron speaking. So Grand Trine blessings. Again, it's that same message of there's so much going on behind the scenes that we can't quite see. And so after Helen and I broke the world in our last video, there's, yeah, wow, lot. There seems to have been this wave of Saturn energy come in over the weekend, which has kind of slowed it down. It's like, easy, don't ride off just yet without your stabilizers on. Take it easy, all right? And that's going to challenge in us maybe that area in first house. I want to move, I want to create. Well, do you know what you're creating? No, but I want to go. Well, you haven't got your shoes on yet, puppet. So yeah, this is really telling me that I can just see this expanse of time where it's not that nothing is going to be happening. It's that small incremental, fully conscious steps are being created and brought down into the physical. We're learning to create in a very different way, in a way that isn't willful and impetuous, Aries, first house, but in a way that is coming from the source of us. That's it, it's coming straight from the source of us, coming out of our emptiness, out of our void, the field of all potentiality. And that's going to challenge the shadow in us that wants the plan, that wants to be guided, told what to do, given motivation, which is very common. That's the society that we've grown up in. Get a job, be told what to do. It's hardwired. Which is why, Helen brought in patience on that last video. Patience. We're learning new ways. So Grand Trine blessings, it's like, yeah, it's in the bag. They're the words I get. Yeah, it's in the bag. Timing is the only variable. Do you know, I woke up with a thought this morning and it doesn't mean anything. I just want to share it with you. I was talking to the crone this morning and just connecting with crone and the word and the numerology. And then I got the word chronos and time. And I thought, why do we refer to time as grandfather time? Why do we give it a masculine value? So do you remember that systemic thing I was doing, experimenting with energy? So I just do that in my body and I just kind of imbibe the word crone. And she came in. So I felt the word crone. And then I said, grandfather time, I didn't get any resonance. Grandmother time, I didn't get any resonance. So I'm just posing that as a question. Why do we anthropomorphize or genderize? Just a question. Wow, yeah, oh, absolutely. It's that 40 again, okay? The 40 is building. So when we practice and perfect and expand our sensory perception, we start to grow the confidence, and growing the confidence helps to let go of lack of confidence, of I don't know which choice to make, because it's feeling a bit 7 of Cups at the moment. It's feeling like so many options are coming in, and that could throw us into overwhelm. My best guidance, I think I've been saying it for about 6 months now, throw spaghetti at the wall without emotional attachment to outcome. Again, it's letting go of that label. One of the labels is success. Okay, success is a subjective value. Unless you can define what success means in your life, what are you pointing towards? Because we keep chasing success. I find when I ask people, well, how do you define success? They don't really know, because we've been swept up into the program of success equals acceptance. Yes, you can come and talk to us. Failure is like this societal scorn. What if there's just playtime? So deepening our sensory perception, of course, it's a Scorpio total eclipse. It's as watery and deep as it gets. When it's standing on a new foundation that just knows. And again, this is the rising of the sovereign. The sovereign just knows, doesn't need validation, permission, a plan, rightness, just knows. It's standing on that masculine 40. The 4 builds, the 3 brings it in. This is the 3. The blueprint, and the blueprint wants to burst into the 4. This is the 13-4. It's the masculine building. The feminine brings it in from active intelligence. So new foundations. And I've been talking about heart-centered leadership. So Venus, slightly debilitated in Aries, is helping to dissolve that straight line, top-down business structure. And asking, what does your heart want in this? We're talking about heart-centered leadership. And that's the ability to say no. So in its 3D, that might look like an invitation coming in out of the blue from a company that wants you, that wants to pay you a great salary, company car, yada, yada, yada. Now the intellect will want to go for that because money equals freedom. But what does the heart really want it? And here we have the challenge of, actually, that's not in alignment with my knowing. It's not in alignment with my heart or my soul. Great offer. Choices. 7 of Cups, choices. Choices. 4. Look at all this foundational energy. Venus coming in on 4, loving that. Weaving love into the foundation. Come on, I'll stand on that any day. There's a lovely question in there of how do you weave love into everything? How do you weave love into everything in the physical? It's like when I was talking to you about buttering those hot cross buns, I was just totally in the moment. Totally in the moment. Not always like that. Sometimes I'm just totally grunt, but I was totally in the moment. How do you weave love into the foundation? It's amazing. I'm loving this energy. Yeah, there's the left field offer. And again, you know, with Jupiter abundance, get your rose tinted specs off because I am not promising you the world. Okay. I'm just giving you the guiding energies, but they all predicate upon where you are, what you're thinking, how you're feeling. And trust that that is your path. Trust. There's no right or wrong. There's positive and negative charge. It's the physics of the cell. But we've almost inextricably woven that into the right and wrong of life, the success and failure of life. So, and negativity is a word that we use actually to shun our own shadow and to shun the shadow of others. But there's still going to be shadow work to do, even though, you know, this it's over is now in force, there's still going to be shadow work. Because when we integrate and embody our shadow, well, that's activating the magic within us. It's activating the genius within us, the 9. Why is that coming in on a 9? Dissolving intelligence to rise to greater potential. Ah, I know what this is. Do you remember that date I gave you the other day? Uranus, I think. Uranus moves into Taurus and is going to be there for 97 days straight. What did I just say? Dissolving, what did I just say? Dissolving intelligence to rise to a higher potential. Patience. Got it. Patience. There might be a gentle ask in here to let go of the plan. Or let go of an intellectual dream. Let go of the part of you that is distracted by that corporate job that your heart does not want. So we've got Venus and Uranus. Oh, that's higher love. We're talking about a higher love. And yes, me too. The song, Bring Me a Higher Love, just come in. A higher love. Creating, just creating from the heart. Here's the bad boy. But again, oh, I'm loving this. I am loving this. So Venus, feminine, coming in on that masculine 4. And Scorpio, no, this is just me. So to me, Scorpio feels like masculine water. I know that sounds bonkers, but it's coming in on that feminine 20. This is the transformation. This is it. This is the transformation. This higher love. We're creating from a higher love. Do you know? Right. Yeah. Okay. This is to do with the galactic center and what has been blocked. Wow. Okay. I'm guided to stop talking there because my words just got shut down. Yeah, what's the next card? Ah, wow. Oh, that's amazing. Okay. Right, I'm going to give you this with a challenge. Homework, if you like. My words got shut down because it's not my job to tell you. It's your job to dig in and to know. Okay, we've got Aquarius. Aquarius knows 23-5. It's change and transformation. Very sensitive coming in from that 220 feet of the goddess, 3 oh, it's just divine. It feels uber sensitive. And you know, if we're putting these two together, Uranus rules Aquarius. Look at what's coming in here. It's a higher knowing, it's a higher love. It's your love. It's your love. You know, it's within you. That's the challenge. Go within and find. It's not my job to tell you that bit. The exciting bit of what I was going to tell you right at the end was I'm going to find this, but have a look yourself. Apparently, and I need to check the headline, so forgive me if I'm misquoting, but I think NASA have just photographed the galactic center for the first time ever, and there's a red ring around it. Now, I haven't seen in fact, do you know what? Bear with me. Right. Okay. It's actually an infrared photograph that they've taken pointing towards Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, Western astrology, holds the galactic center. Ophiuchus, 13th sign. Sidereal astrology holds the galactic center. So it's just, yeah, if you go on NASA and hit latest, you'll see a picture of it. I haven't read the full article, so have a look for yourself. Okay, bear with me. Right, where were we? Aquarius, I know. You know, go find it. Look in all the corners, empty out all the cupboards. Okay, where are we going now? What time is it? Oh, there's a little rainbow up there. Where am I going? Let's have a look at. Where am I going? These still more messages. These cards are really on point today. Goodness me. Higher love. There's a kind of message about if you think you've dreamt it big, think again, which is why there's a gentle challenge from me. And, you know, only take what lands and pings your system, and govern yourself accordingly. There is a gentle challenge to drop an old dream. Because, yeah, bring me a higher love. Mercury retrograde is in Gemini. Gemini is the mind. Mercury rules Gemini. And it going retrograde is yeah, is about reinvention. So we've got the 3 of the mind. And we've got a 51-6 here. And what I can see is like 2 triangles, one coming down, one the right way up and one inverted. It's like pulling Uranus down into Mercury to uplift the whole. That's a higher love. Through change, through that dynamic, creative, passionate change. This 5 needs focus. 5s tend to go off in all different directions at once. So focus is really good because we've got expansion, energy. So it might be 27 of cups. If it's feeling like that, just chuck some stuff away, seriously, because if it's destined for you, it will find you. So, you know, notice if you're hanging on to anything. Shouldn't feel like that. Oh, this energy is gorgeous. Very. Yes, all right. Let's start wrapping this reading up and bringing it into 3D, please. I'm going to get that card because I'm too curious a bunny not to go and get it. Bear with me. Showing up. The one that went flying. 37, 10, 1. Wow, sun's come out. Yeah. Watch out for falling apples. Watch out for falling apples. There's going to be a bumper crop. Whatever is going on in your world, again, take with caution. Yeah, that's more like it. That's more like it. Oh, oh, this is stunning cards. Right. Part 2, Moon in Ophiuchus. Here we go. Moon, Ophiuchus, magic. Wow. Just feel into your body. Be in that ancient knowing. So magic might look like this. And I haven't checked the astrology for this week, so because I don't want to get tied up in that, I just want to pull in the main energies. So this might be a chaotic week. It started raining at about 9 o'clock last night, and it looks like it's rained all night. Change coming in on that 12-3. 1, 2, 3. Perfect governance. The blueprint. So, changing chaos. Uranus and Aquarius. Reinvention. Mercury retrograde. Sensory perception. All equal. This is the big change. So when we're coming from a place of higher love, we're not reacting, we're responding. And sometimes in wisdom, that can look like just holding the ground. Or holding the ground still for somebody else, or holding silence. So less retaliatory, more responsive, more responsible. Okay. We have inner knowing here. Okay. It's all here. Everything you need is here. Within you. Not here. I don't own it. So chaos and change this week. Because magic is at work. Again, a lot going on behind the scenes. It's a lot of wrapping up. Use your wisdom and your inner knowing. Take a moment, pause and understand something else. 5 seconds, pause. Buy yourself time in what might be a difficult moment where you might get challenged. Take a pause. Again, that's another big change, because habitually we fill that space with words, defending, self-justification, all of that, spending of resource unnecessarily. And in our sovereignty, what might serve us better is just to stand, hold space for ourselves, hold the planet still for ourselves. And here we go again. Patience. There is a clearing of the water. Clearing of the water. Scorpio, total eclipse. Clearing of the water. Wow. Felt that one. Oh gosh, there's a really old energy in here that's able to rise. Guardians of the galaxy. Yeah. Look at this. Look at this. I'm sorry. I'm slightly over enthusiastic. Straight off the bottom of the deck, miracles, love and leadership. This is heart-centered leadership. Heart-centered leadership, not egoic leadership. Completely different blueprint. Heart-centered leadership. Oh, wow. Alrighty. I want to wrap this up. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Scorpio all the way home. Karmic release. This is clearing the waters, washing the waters. I had a lovely vision after I made the video with Helen, and I saw Excalibur in the stone. I got a lovely message a day or two later, which was about the light that has been brought in and trapped in the material rather than able to provide and grow and keep expanding. And for every good there is a bad, and good and bad are subjective, created by human beings, but it's how we measure the world. And so we see ancestral standing stones and we think goodness. And we see ancestral standing stones and we might see fixedness, resistance, as opposed to resilience, stagnancy, and all are true. All are true. Healing the lineage, boundaries. Wow. One of the strongest wounds that stops us moving forwards is loyalty to the parents and the lineage, the family lineage. And that can get really ingrained in magical cultures, like cultures in the Far East, where it becomes very different to birth in, you know, something that looks like literally Uranus and Aquarius on the table, because that might fly in the face of ancestral teachings. When we talk about birthing the new, we are really talking about birthing the new, not rebirthing the old. So it's going to take courage, because there's something that I used to call ancestral shaming, and it's linked into narcissism as well. Like if you're too successful, you shame the parent, and if you're a failure, you shame the parent. So I was talking about bandwidth. But with ancestral teaching and learning, then, right, okay. When the ancestor becomes the student, then we move forward and we grow and we expand. The child raises the adult. I keep saying it. It's the younger generation that has the power to uplift the last generation, teach them new learning so that the lineage can go forward in a way that grows and expands and produces regular crop of new fruit, rather than, wow, this is beautiful, absolutely beautiful, thank you. Yeah, sacral. There's been a lot of, this came out on the reading I did with Helen. I would say very much if the moon is pulling waters through Ophiuchus. Yeah, aligned with purpose. Well, I want to talk on another day about purpose, because I had a really strong vision this morning about piranhas in cotton wool. You've got to watch the video I did with Helen to even begin to understand what I'm talking about. And purpose is linked into that. Purpose is a distraction. I believe, I'm going to wait for more downloads on that, but I believe purpose is a distraction. Crossroads, no wrong path. Hurl spaghetti at the wall. Don't get too serious. Have fun. Okay, because there's alignment. When we're talking about no wrong path, we're talking about collapsing timelines. And let's say all of your timelines have generated a book of gnosis, which has your name on it, which has 100 timelines in it. Every kind of magic you can imagine. Imagine if we collapse that. Well, that's your Alexandrian library, accessible. This is the return of abundance that we haven't been able to access. Our own Alexandrian library. It's the alignment. I'm very excited. I'm struggling with patience. I'm not the most patient woman. I'm trying to breathe into it. Oh, wow. My throat chakra is, oh my lordy lord. I have shuffled these thoroughly, right? One day I'll finish this reading. Right. Teacher awakening, divine magic. This might be where the young teach the old. I got a beautiful message from Kathy on the last video, and she said how she's teaching children mindfulness, and they're going into their inner vision like really quickly. The child becomes the teacher. And this is one of the ways to practice humility, is to be able to stand in teacher and student, or whatever words you assign to those values, simultaneously, to always be willing to learn, because nothing is fixed. This is it's a quantum field that's flowing through you all the time. Light initiation. I get the halls of Amenti with this, whatever that means. This is your library being rebuilt. Look at, because we pulled the sword out of the stone. Oh my God. Stone, base chakra, sacral chakra, it's lifting that kundalini, it's raising that energy up, filling the field with it. Divine protection, cords cut, breakthrough energy. Confirmation, great lessons. Coming through Ophiuchus, what a stunning reading, I've got to say. And I decided today I'm going to re-own the word guides, it's cool. I think I shamed the word guides the other day. And I'm so convinced I'm working with a whole new council of help that I'm going to get down off my high horse and I'm going to say, Chrissy, it's okay to use the word guides. So to all of my guides who've guided this ridiculous reading, this is so, so stunning. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope that all made sense. To anybody who does Reiki healing, invoking the violet flame is the way that we transmute shadow. And I knew that anyway. I just didn't know that in the 3D reality, ultraviolet light actually cleans bacteria in the atmosphere. They used it during COVID. Okay, cleaning up our mess. I'm gone. I love you guys. This is amazing. This will be one of the videos I actually watch back. So thank you for your love. Oh, gosh, I love you right back. Feel free, fill the comments up, drop me a like, share, whatever. Get these messages out. Take care. Have a great week. I'll see you soon. Bye.